I think about a lot of the things that other providers or maybe people in your life, my life, okay, anyone's life, that they think it's like taboo or they don't want to, just flat out be honest. And so what I want to do right now is take a couple of minutes and be just flat out honest. Say that you are dealing with being overweight. Like right now, for me personally, I'm overweight. I'm overweight by a good 10 pounds, maybe even more. And I don't like it. And I could have all the excuses in the world, but we don't have time for excuses. We have time for what am I going to do about it? So what are you going to do about it? Maybe you're 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight. And maybe you want to lie to yourself and say, oh no, I'm like, I could lose 10 or 20 pounds. Well, what if you could lose 50 or 60 pounds? But the reality is a lot of us either don't want to be honest with ourselves or being enabled or lied to. Worse is being lied to. Being enabled is pretty bad by whether it's your healthcare provider, your friends or your family, or maybe it's yourself. Every time you look in the mirror, maybe you're doing it to yourself. So you don't know where to turn or you don't know where to start. And so I'm going to lay it out for you right here. Number one, all the bags of chips, all the soda, all the processed food that's in your house, all the bread, all the sugar, all the candy, all the snacks, take them in the garbage, take a garbage bag out, put them in, and decide whether you want to throw it out or give it to the homeless, okay? There's plenty of people out there that would love to eat it, I hope. And if it's the difference between food and no food on the street, give them the food or take it to the garbage, get on with your lives. Number two is developing a good walking routine. What do I mean by a good walking routine? Well, it's just, I made a video, but now I'm going to just leave it right here, which is a process called hormesis, which is your biological response to building resilience through putting your body into a state of inflammation or we'll just say some type of a tissue breakdown. It could be, through drinking something that's actually poison, all the way to taking a walk where your body, your knees, your hips, your back are building resilience to be able to tolerate more and more in the future. That's hormesis. That's part of micro habits leading to an actual healthy routine. And I believe that by walking and developing a good walking routine, which is every day, you walk in the morning for 15 to 20 minutes and you walk in the afternoon 15 to 20 minutes. And if you really want to be a hero, you walk in the evening for another 15 to 20 minutes. And you do that every day for your cardio until you feel like you can go to the next level, along with replacing all the foods that I told you to throw away with healthy cooked meals. Meats. I'm personally a red meat, ground beef guy. I like the 80-20, 80% lean, 20% fat. A lot of people like lamb. A lot of people prefer chicken. I personally don't like chicken, but that's a whole other podcast, a whole other topic. Eggs, broth, fruit, vegetables, real food. Does that work for everybody? No. Does it work for most people? Yes. Does cutting out most or all carbohydrates work? Probably not, but cutting out carbohydrates for some people for a while works really well. What about cutting out all processed, sugary, bad food? That's the key, guys. It ain't about what you eat, it's about what you don't eat. If you don't want to take that to the bank, then I don't know what you'll take to the bank. Lastly, I just want to point out that a lot of people think that stuff like this is controversial. And, I might have started this video, I'm not sure, but I'm certainly going to end it with, I'm a physiology guy. I'm a surface level, don't overcomplicate things, biomechanically, physiologically, and anatomically, neurologically. What are the rules? What are the actual laws? In science, there are laws. There's Murphy's Law, there's Hilton's Law, there's all these different laws. We know Murphy's Laws can't go wrong, will go wrong, right? But what I'm saying, or can go wrong, will go wrong, but things like these are laws. I go with anatomical laws. If there's biomechanical or if there's biochemical and chemistry laws that we go by, that we know when it comes to like electrically charged, protons, neutrons, positive, negative, opposites attract, things of that nature, that's what I go by. So I don't need to look at research paper to figure out if plant-based or keto is a better diet. What I know is if you throw out all the garbage, you're going to start feeling a lot better and you'll be a lot less sick. And that's what I want you guys to start embracing. And I want you to understand that you have to be honest with yourself first. And nobody else is going to be there to save you in such a way. The closest you'll get is somebody who actually cares. And when you find that person that actually cares and they're starting to say things that make sense, is start to take them seriously and start applying the love and the admiration and the words of wisdom that they're giving to you. Lastly, if you apply these types of principles and you have a desire to get healthy, then you will. Anything you guys ever need, feel free to reach out. And until next time, it's Dr. Pearlman.